Once more, I have no lock on the door, that's no way to be. They can steal the rug from the floor, that's okay with me, cause the things that I prize, like the stars in the sky, are all free. I got plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got my gal, got my song out of heaven the whole day long. No use complaining. God my God, God my Lord, God my song.
She needs to be changed. Thanks.
Okay.
As the Harlem Renaissance came to an end, American society had been changed. There was now a decline in the ability to deny rights to African Americans.
There was also a growing pride among African Americans, and this became the fuel for what is known as
The Civil Rights Movement. Now, the 1960s was a time of upheaval during the Civil Rights Movement. One leader of this movement was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and encouraged his fellow African Americans to support nonviolent protests against the inequalities that African Americans faced. His speech in Washington in 1963 inspired Black men and women to stand up for their rights and encourage change through civil disobedience.
And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, every state and every city, we will be able to speed up the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
We lost Dr. King on April 4th, 1968, when he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. But his message of passive resistance and non-violent protest lives on.
The Civil Rights Movement involved many courageous people who joined together to battle racism and bigotry.
The music you have heard today evokes the pain, triumph, and passion that represent the struggle for freedom and equality. This struggle was fought by Americans, both black and white, and continues to evolve. In November 2008, Americans elected the first African-American president, Barack Obama.
America, we have come so far.
We have seen so much.
But there is still so much more to do.
If our children live to see the next century,
What progress will we have made?
this is our chance to answer that call.
This is our moment. This is our time to reclaim the American dream and reaffirm the fundamental truth.
That out of many,
We are one.
that while we breathe,
We hope.
and when we are met with cynicism and doubt,
And those who tell us we can't, we will respond with the timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
We would like to close our program with a piece written just for O Freedom by Louisville composer Harry Pickens. A chorus of hope reminds us that change starts with a single voice and eventually becomes many, all saying, yes, we can.
What we can is hope's soft whisper in the heart of just one man, as swell to a chorus of millions calling for change.
It began as a promise of freedom, and the freedom is hollow land. Now a movement for justice, millions crying, yes, we can.
It's a chorus that can't laborer breaking his chain. It's the soldier fighting for justice. It's the song of America, a chorus of hope. As the dreams of those before us lit a spark of liberty, their sweat and toil and labor brought us to this day.
It's time to tell their story and fulfill our destiny. For the timeless song of freedom now must live
In you and me, it's a chorus that can't be ignored, a chorus that won't be denied, ringing out across this land as the hymn that heals our nation. It's the work of fighting for justice.
It's the culture taking a stand.
We the people building our future.
It's the song of America.
Song of America, a chorus of hope,
Yes, we are the
a chorus
world.
of hope,
Now is the
a
time.
chorus of hope,
We are the
a chorus
world.
of hope.
We can build a better world.
A chorus of hope. Thank you all for coming today on a snowy Saturday. If you have any questions about singing, about piano playing, about the show, we're open to answering a few questions.
The song called they reference the Union for the slaves.
Oh, the Battle Hymn, where they changed.
What's the name of that?
It's the Battle Hymn of the Republic, but John Brown changed the words to Old John Brown's. They changed the words to Old John Brown's body lies moldering in the grave, where weep the sons of bondage whom he ventured all to save. But though he lost his life while struggling for the slave, his soul goes marching on. So they just added new words to the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
The battle hymn is still the battle hymn. There's just a tribute
Right.
to one man. The original battle hymn was the one that
Oh,
Eric
right,
sung
yeah.
standing on the
Yes,
block.
mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Yeah.
So that's the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Right,
Yes.
and then they took that tune and just added new words to it.